Empire is a world team tennis team that plays its home matches on Court 17 at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center in Flushing, New York. World Team Tennis is a mixed-gender professional tennis league played with a team format in the U.S. Today is Media Day, which kicks off the 2017 season that begins in July. The New York Empire, presented by Citi, are one of 6 teams competing in Mylan World TeamTennis. The New York Empire will play their home matches on Court 17 at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center in Flushing Meadows, New York, between July 16th through July 31st. World Team Tennis is in its 42nd season as the innovative leader in professional team tennis competition. Team matches consist of 5 sets, with 1 set each of men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and mixed doubles. 1 point is awarded for each game won, and overall match scoring is cumulative. Sets are played to 5 with no advantage scoring, and the home team sets the order of play. Mylan World TeamTennis showcased the best in professional and recreational team tennis with the innovative team format co-founded by Billie Jean King in the 1970s. Professional teams compete for the King Trophy, the league's championship trophy named after King.
There's a lot more strategy in World Team Tennis than there is in regular tennis, okay? Which is what I like. I grew up in team sports, so I prefer it. I like the strategy. I like the fact you have a lot of players. Not everyone's going to be a superstar. You're going to have role players, but everybody counts. Every game counts. You know, you can go play a match, lose 10-8 in the third or something, come off the court. You won all those games and nothing counted. And with us, every game is so crucial because you might only win 1 game and you're set, but that might make the difference at the end of the night. And you contributed. So you never ever know. That's why it's so important to get those players to understand this is about winning games, keep the sets tight, keep the spread tight. There's a lot of strategy, and that's where a coach like Gigi, who's played professional tennis, but also they're going to respect her because she's played and she's won, and that's also a big factor, I think, especially in New York.
With this Gigi Fernandez, with the new coach here for the New York Empire, tell us what are your expectations?
So my expectations, if they're fulfilled, would be great, is to have a packed stadium and to have 2,500 screaming New Yorkers here supporting our team. We have a great team: John Eisner, Jeannie Bouchard, Marty Fish, Guido Pella, Kristen Flipkins, all top 100 players, some of them top 10. So I'm really looking forward to the matches, and the atmosphere of team tennis is very different than on tour. Like the fan involvement is encouraged. You can sort of heckle the opponents, and music plays between points, and it'll be really a lot of fun.
And tell me, as far as a team sport, what do they look for? What do you look for in the players, and how do they come together?
Yeah, so we have a couple of fun activities planned before the season starts to kind of make sure everybody gets to know each other a little bit, because even though they're all professionals, they don't probably go around in the same circles. So we have to bring them together and make sure they get along. And like I said, we'd have a couple of fun activities planned, and then we'll have team dinners and we'll all get together, and then we'll practice together, which will also help. And I think the main point that we have to get across is that we all have the same goals. We're all here to bring the title to New York. So as long as everybody gets on board on that, I think we should have a really good year. And
how do you motivate?
Well, there's 2 types of motivation: extrinsic and intrinsic. These players are self-motivated. You don't get to a top 50 in the world, top 10 in the world if you're not already motivated. So I feel my role as a coach really is to support whatever they need so that they can go out and play the best tennis. It's not so much being a motivator, because this is like a 2-week stint. It's not like a year-long engagement. So it's really about making sure that they have everything they need and everything runs smoothly, so they have their practices are perfect and their matches they're ready to go for the matches, and that's really the focus.
And I guess just to end it, how will you feel all these seats?
So we're doing,
do we have some proactive
yes,
ideas?
yeah. I mean, we need people to come out. We have the tickets are cheap. They're like $20 for the grandstands. You can buy packages in the front rows here for way less than you can buy a U.S. Open ticket and see the same kind of players. I mean, our match July 15 is John Isner against Donald Young. I mean, to watch those two on court 17 at the Open for under $100, you wouldn't be able to do that. So. So yeah, we are approaching or have made contact with a lot of area country clubs of the area, and Michelle Cope, who's our general manager, has done a great job sort of getting the word out. This press conference is definitely helping, and the listeners out there, if you guys play tennis, come on out. It's going to be a fun time.
And just to end it real quick, you play tennis, and you were the first Puerto Rican professional female, but you did the Olympics. Was it with the United States?
Yeah.
How did you come about with that decision? It must have been sort of hard internally because you're sort of pressed.
You're opening a can of worms here, but so yeah, it was a really tough decision. And in a way, I didn't have a choice because I was playing doubles. My main thing was doubles, and there was not another Puerto Rican player that I could play doubles with. So my choice was to not have any chance to win a gold medal, or have a chance to win a gold medal. And in fact, when I first started playing, Puerto Rico was still part of the United States Tennis, or the Puerto Rico Tennis Association was still part of the United States Tennis Association. So we hadn't really separated. So Puerto Rico did not really have a team. We didn't have our own Fed Cup team until 1993. And in 1992, I won my first gold medal. So I didn't really have a choice in a way. So, but it's been a tough decision because I still have a lot of negative responses to my decision from people in Puerto Rico, but and now fortunately Monica Puig won the gold medal for Puerto Rico, so the Puerto Ricans are kind of leaving me alone now because now we have the gold medal. Yay! Finally, we have a gold medal for Puerto Rico. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, once again, come out here, New York Empire.
Yep.
And good luck this
Thank
season.
you. I hope to see you all out. Come on.
With us, Billie Jean King, the best, the greatest here at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center.
Oh, wow.
Just first of all, talk about that honor.
Well, that happened August 28th, 2006, and what a night. Diana Ross sang, and firefighter. My dad was a firefighter in Long Beach, California. They had a group of firefighters come in from Long Beach and give me a flag. I was just looking at it the other day in storage, so I've got it. Now I know where it is. And it was quite a night, and to me it was so important because I remember that Althea Gibson played her first match at the U.S. Open as the first person of color to win a major on August 28th. Because I read all my history, I love my history. And for me, and then I also think Martin Luther King gave his dream speech in '63 on August 28th. So I don't know, that was just a special day for me because of equality and trying to, civil rights was very important to me. And I don't know, I just added, and my mother was still alive. My dad had just passed away like 2 months before. And so having my mother here, which they didn't usually go watch me very often, I think that really meant a lot to me that my mom could be there. Because they didn't come to the tennis very much. They only went to Wimbledon once. They never came to the U.S. Open, none of them. No. They used to see me in L.A. and it was close to Long Beach. But same with my brother. They were great that way. There was no pressure. There was absolutely no pressure on us as children to be any good. All they cared about is, are you healthy and are you getting your education? And are you sure this is what you want to do with your life? Because there'll be a lot of heartbreak along the way if you want to be number one in something. And Randy and I we just totally had our eyes on that site to be the best we could be.
And how are you able to use the sport for social justice? I mean, and you are a pioneer and innovator of the whole movement.
Well, one thing I realized as a child, I wanted to be number one when I was 11, but when I was when I was 12 years old, 12 years old, I had an epiphany that I realized my sport, everybody wore white shoes and white clothes and white socks and played with white balls and all that. And I promised that day I would fight for equal rights and opportunities the rest of my life for everyone. And I knew that tennis was all over the world because Wimbledon was in London. That was far away in those days as a 12-year-old. That I knew I had an opportunity, if I could be number one, that I might be able to make a little bit of a difference. And that was really more important to me than actually winning tennis matches. That became the most important thing to me. It took me time to figure out how I fit and all that, but tennis has just given me so much.
And now here we have the New York Empire and
Oh,
the
I know,
World
I'm so
Team
excited.
Tennis. So just fill our audience.
That's what I
in.
love. That's what I love the most about World Team Tennis. First of all, I'm a co-founder. My former husband and I were huge. We talked about it even in the '60s in the library at Cal State LA about wanting to make tennis a big sport. We wanted to make it help tennis locally. We wanted to be teams, and I said, well, we got to have men and women on the team, Larry. And he goes, that's perfect. We'll have equality. We'll do things for the right reasons, and always have integrity and get in there. And so we helped found it with a group. There's a group of people. There's a lot of founders. In 1974, we had our first season, and I played for the Philadelphia Freedoms. That's why Elton John wrote the song for me, Philadelphia Freedom. But then they couldn't have a team the following year, so I came to New York. And really, New York is where I was for a few years and meant so much to me. And that's why I live in New York, is because I played World Team Tennis for the New York Sets when we played at Nassau Coliseum, and then also the New York Apples at Madison Square Garden. So I was so lucky. I had great teammates. I had great experiences, and I ended up buying an apartment and now still live on the Upper West Side. So New York, I'm here. And then you've got the Open besides. So, gosh, I'm really lucky.
And this season starts in July.
Yeah, July 16th is the first night. John Isner's playing for the Empire. Come on out. They're playing against the Philadelphia Freedoms with Donald Young and Sloane Stevens. So it's going to be a great night. And that's you got to come and see the other players. Like Peya is on this, and different players. You can look it up on the website.
And as she said, it's sort of what once you said a violent sport and a ring of tranquility. What are we going to do with these airplanes?
That's in tournament tennis, but in World Team Tennis, we don't have the tranquility around us like we do in like at Wimbledon or someplace. And even the U.S. Open's great now. It's much more rowdy than the old days. I like it. I want to share the experience. I want them to feel like they're sharing with the player, not just observing. I want them to be a part. They're part of the entertainment.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Once again.
Good luck with everything, and let's go. Let's go, New York.
Let's go, New York.
Empire, go.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. It's great to see you.
In July 2015, Mylan World Team Tennis became the 5th major professional team sports league in the U.S. to reach the 40th season milestone. On the recreational side of the sport, the Mylan World Team Tennis Recreational League operates team leagues and events. And I'm Kristal Hart reporting here in Flushing, New York at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching.